What's up, guys? So, the pec tear video, everybody knows what I'm talking about. My first initial thoughts were, fuck, too bad it didn't happen to Larry. But anyway, I just want to say, like, don't be scared. Don't be scared to do a movement. I've seen a lot of comments about, man, I'm never going to incline bench again after seeing that. And you see it a lot on biceps tears videos too, with people deadlifting and people like, oh my God, you should never ever deadlift over under unless you want to tear your biceps. And the fact of the matter is, these biceps tears and these pec tears, they're just not that common. If you do the math, if you break it down statistically, it's not common. Um, like I'll speak on the biceps tears first. It'll be on an over under video because there's almost zero risk when you're using hook grip or straps. Um, but even if there's X amount greater risk when you're doing over under versus hook grip, the risk is still not high at all. For every you see the biceps tear video, you'll see that one video a million times over. You didn't see the million other deadlifts that were done that day that nobody tore bicep. Um, you know, I've I don't know. I've probably done hundreds of thousands of deadlifts at this point. Never torn a bicep. They've all been either, all my heavy ones. There's been a few strap sets, but most have been over under. Never a bicep tear. I'm benching over 500 pounds. Never tore my pec. Um, and I will even challenge you. Go find some gym fail videos. There is people doing these movements, maximal effort with zero form at all, and they're getting by unscathed. Um, this is not to talk bad about Mark. Mark is a great guy, and I honestly despise people who talk shit about him on the internet. But his form was awful. He will even tell you nowadays that his form was awful. But look how many deadlifts he performed with that shitty form. Look how many squats, how many bench presses, etc. that he performed with shitty form. Nothing toward, nothing like that. It's just statistically speaking, it's not a likely event to happen. Now you can increase those chances. I think Alec on Curie probably has the best video I've seen, breaking down the whys of why it happened. Um, so I would go watch that if you're looking for a more in-depth video on why. But I just want to say, like, don't be scared. And this is all before getting to the whole steroid use or not. Uh, Tendons tearing, biceps tearing off the tendon, pecs tearing off the tendon, things like that. It's almost always somebody on steroids. That's not to say that natural lifters aren't, at risk of this again, but the risk is extremely low, extremely low. Like I said, go look at all these bad form videos where people don't fuck their shit up, where it looks like they should. It's just it's not common. So don't be scared. That's all. Don't be scared to do a movement. Learn how to do things the right way, lift the right way, use proper technique, proper form, proper programming, proper warm ups, and you are. I don't want to put a number on this. I'm not a doctor, but you're like 99.9% probably never ever going to tear a pec or a bicep. It's just not a very probable thing to happen, especially if you take all the right steps and are smart about your training. Don't be scared, homie.